Wiener. Welcome back to Veteran Revivals. I'm Art, your veteran idiot. That's Oscar. This is Earl. That's Private Pyle. Coach Ma'am and Rusty and Scrappy are over at my cousin's house. But we're not working on everything today, but we do need to get the tire back on there. I used it as a spare for this guy during the trip, but need to get it back on that truck and get it over to Discount, see if they can you all right? He's good. Get it over Discount, see if they can't balance it. And it shakes like crazy on the freeway, and I might need to take it up north to pick up a short block for this thing, since our other short block is junk. So I'm gonna take it over there, head over to my cousin's house. You need a drink of water? Head over to my cousin's house, pick up the rest of the boxes for this guy so we can finish putting the doors on and start throwing the interior in and everything while we figure out what we're doing with the engine. So without further ado, let's go get that thing back on the road. Shazam! All right, let's see if it'll start. It's been sitting for like 3 weeks or more, and this thing's got a draw, so it probably won't. We'll have to use our Gulu jumper. Ooh, I hear the fuel pump. Well, wouldn't you look at that? Maybe our draw is fixing itself? Probably not. All right, we're good to go. I'm gonna head over to Discount. If we can't get these balanced, they'll probably tell me everything's bent, so on and so forth, but we'll figure it out. And then we'll go get those boxes in. All right, 2.5 hours later, got some tires balanced. Rotated this jump on the freeway real quick to see how it does. I really think there is a bent wheel though, because it starts like jumping around at like 30 miles an hour. So we'll see how it does. But now we need to run over to Cousins, get those boxes, and get back over now that we're deep into the afternoon and try and get that stuff done and hit the road tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? So, and tires out around or something. There is zero down travel in the suspension. It is completely maxed out. It's either oversprung or something. It's just like the tires are the suspension basically. And so I don't know if that's adding to it or there's actual bent wheel or a tire that's out around. Whatever it is beating the ever-living crap out of this poor truck and myself. Needs to get figured out. The springs definitely need to be swapped out or cut or something. Okay, so all of this crap, that's all like the 300, but we're gonna probably take it anyways because it's probably got some bolts that we need. It's hard to tell. There is definitely valves and a whole bunch of other stuff, but here I think, no, those aren't it. How about these? No, those aren't it too. Somewhere, the door plate's gotta be in here somewhere. Got more pulleys, door panels we'll take with us. That's another steering column. I'll throw what I can on the truck. But I think we're missing a bunch of stuff, unfortunately. So I dug through all that stuff and didn't really find all that I wanted to find. I found a whole box of hinges and bolts and everything else like that. The biggest problem I got is that I only found one hinge pin and 2 more plates. So I got one at the house and then 2 more plates here. So I'm still missing 1 plate. Got a bunch of bolts. So, I mean, we'll get as far as we can on it, but I think we're going to end up ordering plates and pins and a whole bunch of other stuff as we start getting into it. I really appreciate the previous owner going through and marking everything that he could, but there's a lot of stuff that seems like it's missing. It may just got lost in transition from one place to another or something like that, but it's difficult to try and go through all these bolts and figure out which one goes where and all that stuff. So we've got a busy day ahead of us working this out, but I think we'll get through most of it and I think we'll be all right. Let's get back to the house and start throwing some of this stuff on. Get as far as we can. Okay, So here we are back where we left off at the end of the last episode. Let's throw these plates on, get at least this door on, and then we can start working through some stuff. Maybe I can dig around again, see what I can figure out with the plates or something for the other side. And then once that's all on, we can start throwing all the interior in here. Everything except for the trans tunnel and all that business, because we're not exactly sure what we're going to do with all this just yet. But we can get all the rest of this stuff in, and the back seat and the cover for the tailgate, get all the wiring in for all that stuff, start getting the chassis grounds back together. That way I can hook up a battery and we can use it to up and down with the rear window, front windows, or crank. We'll get that all figured out, and I'll see if I can't find, maybe one of these plates fell down in the cab and that's where it's at, or it's in a box somewhere. But we got a whole box of bolts that we'll try and get through, and I'm sure some of the ones we need are down in there. It was pretty well organized, but like I said, some of it is just missing, some of the labels fell off. And good thing is I found the strikers and found the bolts to the cables, so we can put that on the tailgate too. Whew. All right. Hard like a lion. All right, so this one's in here. I got one more for up here. How on earth did he get these out of here? That's the question. See if we can get them back in though. Tiny little baby hands. Why, there's little to no way I'm getting this all in here correctly. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I may have gotten it. No, I didn't. One more try. Come on. It's like a split finger twist, loop-de-loop. It's like X Games with your fingers. I'm trying to get this in here. Oh, I got it. It's good. We're good. We're good. All right. This is lower. We got bolts for this, so we'll start threading them bad dogs in. The other problem is I don't have hinge pins, so that makes it just as difficult. Gotta turn the volume on the phone. The old lady took Earl to get some hay. I trust Earl, especially after the 1,200 miles we just drove him. I'm trying to talk. I'm speaking. Excuse me, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Anywho, she took him, and I'm worried, just because I'm a worrier with that kind of stuff. I will take a car. The tires have not been on the road for 35 years, and not even sure if the engine actually works. I'll take that a couple hundred miles, but when the wife takes it 5 miles down the street, you just get worried. It's just the way it is. So, turn the volume on, and we'll worry. Oh no! Pretty sure this was the lower. Dang it! They might be exactly the same, but we'll just go with what he has labeled. We'll switch it up if we need to. Throw this upper on here. Ah, the upper has a spring plate in it. That's the difference. That's the difference. So good thing we didn't put it up there. Alright, cool. That's that part. Let's throw the hinges on the door itself on this side. Heart like a lion. Easy, guy. Easy. Okay, so if I had to guess, it's like this, and then it's like this. But I got no hinge pin. I got one hinge pin that I found in here. Not exactly confidence inspiring that I couldn't find more. But I do have one. I have some that I bought for the Fox body. Maybe those are the same and they'll work. Probably not, but one could hope. Oh. The question is, do they go up or down? Where do they go? They go from the inside out, outside in, up, down, all around? Which freaking way do they go, bro? I'm gonna look this up real quick. You guys stay here and hang out. So we ended up getting really lucky. The Fox body door pins that I ended up or bought a while ago for replacing the door, and they're sagging and stuff like that, the exact same pins. So
that worked out beautifully. We can throw this guy on, and then we'll throw the rest of them on. That was a stroke of luck that actually worked out. So awesome. Bam. All right, we'll do the top. All right, we got these on, ready to toss it up here. This spring plate is broken, so yay. Oh, come on over. Don't be shy. And get at least one of these bolts in here, and then we'll start moving this jack around to get us in the right spot for the rest of them. It'd be nice to have these doors on. So pardon me, camera overheated immediately, but got the latch in here. The bars and everything are just kind of sitting in here for right now, and we'll put the outside handle on and all that other business. But first I just want to get the door lined up on the striker and tighten the hinges down. That way I can start messing with all of this stuff. Otherwise it just sits there and keeps moving on the cab and scratching everything. So get this lined up. There we go. There we go. That looks pretty good there. Up a little bit on this side. Yeah. All right. This is concerning. This little outward dent here. We'll see once we get the door handle on there. But that looks pretty good. So I'm going to tighten down these hinges real quick. Up a little bit. We'll adjust these some more once the gaskets are on. This will get us close enough. That looks pretty good. Let's see how she works. All right. All right. Sweet. Like I said, this spring is broken, so ain't a whole lot we can do about that. I can try and shove something down in there that'll stay in there and kind of push it out to get that ball to catch, but that is good for now. Tighten down the striker, put all the stuff in the door. Story time with Art. Just got a call from the insurance company. A little back history on all this. Bought a car a while ago. Just recently the battery died in it, and it died in an intersection when it did that auto on-off thing. Wouldn't start back up, wouldn't anything, so they had to tow it back to the house. When they went to tow it, they saw that the recovery points, or the tie-down points on the vehicle, had been ripped through the frame rails at some point. And this vehicle has never been towed by us, ever, for any reason at all. So got it towed back to the house, and took it over to the dealership, showed them the damage. Their checklist showed that there was no damage there, whatever. They took our word for it, fixed the vehicle, gave us a loaner vehicle. While we had the loaner vehicle, the freeways out here are notorious for rocks. While we had the loaner vehicle, a rock somehow chipped and cracked the windshield. And so after the month of this car being gone at the dealership getting fixed, we finally get it back. Take the loaner car back, let them know that a rock had hit the windshield. They're like, okay, we'll call your insurance company and we'll cover it there. All right. So they call my insurance company. Turns out that after having glass coverage my entire life with this insurance company, somehow don't have any glass coverage anymore. And so it falls under the deductible. So something that wasn't even my issue now turned into my issue, where I have to replace the entire windshield because it's less than the deductible. Fun stuff. On another note, got the mirrors. We'll go ahead and toss those on while we got them over here, since that's an easy to do and it's hard to do when the window is inside the vehicle. Oh. A lot of these threads needed to be chased. They're full of paint, and I never chased them. Should have, but didn't. what happens. These aren't really the mirrors that I like for these, but these holes are already in the door, and there ain't no holes up here for the late model version, so these will do. They're correct for the year of the vehicle, so we'll just leave it at that, even though they're the Dumbo ears. All the clips for all the locks are gone, but need to get new locks anyways, because don't have the door key. So the tailgate one needs replaced, and both doors. There. All right. Door handle. Maybe. All right. So this thingy goes in this thingy, next to that thingy. But first it gets this thingy to keep it from causing damage to that thingy. Like this thingy. Just like that thingy. I wonder if it's easier to put this whole button thing together before it goes in there. I'll rightly know which one's left, which one's right. Get it? There are pins and clips missing from everything in this. It is certainly going to be interesting to figure out. How are you going in there, little fella? Need to get a new plastic piece for this side. This one is broken. Oh, well, it's kind of broken. We might still be able to get it in there. Maybe. I'm glad they went to cable style on the late model version of the Bronco, because this is crap. Straight hot garbage. And the clips for the tumblers are missing, so that's neat. Let's see how it does. Oh, I didn't tighten that part yet, so don't get crazy with me. Why you no open? Why not? Don't you want to open? Pin already fell out. This handle works. Flies are getting crazy. Alright, I can't do nothing with all these clips and everything missing. So let's run to the store, see if we can't get new clips and all that business that's missing. Maybe O'Reilly's has all that crap. Let's go find out. Oh, my darling, where's the socket I need? Okay, back from the store. I got all the little plastic bushings and clips and doodads and snap rings and everything else. And I put this whole inside back together so none of the pins are popping out. Everything's connected all the way through. So let's see if it paid off. All right. That's nice. They're excited too. All right, let's do this window mechanism. No. Cool, so now all that fun is done. This is all hooked up. The next bit of fun is figuring out how the window regulator and the sail window and the channel and the glass and everything go in here just by looking at it and using deductive reasoning and trying to find the bolts. So we are well on our way to being done with this. These things they're pretty flimsy. I thought there'd be more support to it. Maybe the regulator had some support. I feel like there should be a brace that runs across. At least in the square body, there was a bar that ran from the outside of the door to the inside of the door off of the mirror that maybe got rid of some of this, but pretty floppy. Let me take a look at the window regulator, get it over here, and we'll see what it all looks like. I'm still here, bro. Okay, here's our regulator. Pretty sure this is the right side. How do you go in there, bro? Why doesn't that seem right? Damn, does it go all the way up like this? Is this not the right side? I think this might be the wrong side. Let's go grab the other one and take a look. There's no L's or R's on any of this crap. There's one dude watching this entire thing that is yelling at the camera to tell me that that's the right or wrong side. Let's try this one. This looks even more not right. It's gotta be the other one. That don't make no good goddamn sense. How does it go in there? We'll get this figured out. Promise you that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not today. We can do this without looking it up. We can do it. I believe in me. Nope. Don't make no good sense. Are these even for this? There just ain't nowhere to bolt this. That's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna look it up. You win. So I got this in. And the spring wasn't on here, so I was gonna put the spring on and all that stuff after I got it in here. Then I realized that once I got it in here, that one of the washers and stuff needed to go on top as a retention. I didn't get that in. Got the cart before the wagon. Horse for the other horse. I don't know the saying. Anyways, so I gotta take this back out, which means I gotta take the mirror back off. And I still haven't figured out how the window regulator goes in, because no matter which direction I put it up there, it doesn't fit. So I'm a little confused on that, but we'll get it figured out. Getting all this stuff wrong on this side affords me the opportunity to be a pro at it when we go over to that side. Oh, yep, screws. I had this thing all completely nailed down in here. We also don't even have any speakers for these doors. Got no tunes, man. Pretty sure it didn't come with any, because the door panels, I don't believe, have any holes here for the speaker. This was base model, bro. Cranky, pushy, base model stuff. Makes it lighter. Just don't tell anybody. Alright, so this little guy right here, I have to take this window out again. There's a washer that goes on the inside of this in the bottom. We'll throw that back in. Little washer, you're the one. Little washer, so much fun. I think that's good now. Bam. Now this regulator, how the fook does this go in here? That is the question of the day. No matter which way I put it, it don't make no good sense. The bolt holes just don't line up anywhere. I'm usually really good at puzzles, and this one is kicking my ass. I can't figure out how this goes back together, this window regulator. Maybe it goes up here.
What about on
Bam. I figured it out. Now how does it stay in there? Now that I've figured out how the heck it goes in there, how the heck does it stay in there? I got some bolts and stuff. I can make it work. In fact, I think that's what I'll do, is just make it work. Put the bolts in. I kept trying to use this hole. This is what really threw me off. But it's that hole. Alright, I'm going to take out these screws, take it back out, grease it up nice with the white lithium grease. And then put my own bolts in there. And maybe drop the window tonight. Maybe. The bugs are getting crazy. Yes, there are bugs in Arizona. It's a lot like Australia. Most of the bugs will kill you. Alright, the window is down in here. Now I gotta try and get this regulator in here. Oh, how do I hold this in, push this up, and here, grab this.
all by myself?
don't wanna be. Alright. No. There we go. Let's get this regulator in the right spot. There we go. Alright. Bolt in the hole. Nut. Tricky part is one of these is gonna have to face in so that the arm doesn't hit it as it's coming around. This one, I may have to cut the end of it off. It's gonna have to fit in this way. Maybe. We'll see what the door panel does when we put it on. Alright, let's see if it cycles. Ain't got no gasket, so it's gonna be shoddy at best on its maneuvering. Gonna need a little adjustment. There we go, now that's greased up. Alright. Bam. That's gonna be it for tonight. We'll see you in the morning. Welcome back. It's the next morning. We are gonna finish up this door. I don't know if I'm gonna put the door panel on yet or not, but we can get that all finished up. Finish up the other door, throw on the bumper, finish putting the stuff in the tailgate. Then we'll clean everything out of the inside, start throwing in the seats, the seat belts, the panels, the armrests, all that business. And we will pretty much be good to go for whenever we figure out the drivetrain. So we'll see if we can get most or all of that done today. Maybe we'll get as far as we can, so we might as well get started now. I really want to get this thing enclosed so I can rinse it off and see what it looks like all cleaned up. It's pretty much going to look exactly the same, but whatever, I want to spray it off anyways, so that's what we're going to do. So there's a little piece that goes and bolts right here. That'll stiffen this up some. I looked at it, and the armrest goes here, and then the panel. Didn't get a speaker for it. There is a little grill here for a speaker, but this thing will get speakers and I'm sure subwoofers at some point. But for right now, it's not going to have it. We'll just take it back off because it's going to have to come back off at some point as well for the lock cylinder on the inside here. Go with that. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, see? I don't know if these are the right clips. Who knows if any of this is the right stuff, but that's what we're going with. That sun is beaten down right now. Totally unnecessary. Sun went from tolerable to brutal in a matter of like 10 minutes. It is wow right now. Okay, every single one of these plastic clips is broken off. So I am going to run to the store right quick and get those, and then this should just back on and we'll be good to go. One bad thing about flat paint is that every single mark shows up. Every one of them. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. You know it. That'll do for now. Wait. That door is done. However, I'm going to adjust it on the side real quick and then we'll be done with it. Awesome. So moving over to this side, got real lucky. The other plate, the missing plate inside the jam over here for the door hinge is in it. It got painted inside, didn't see it before. We are good to go. The other one goes down in this one. That's the one I was missing. So optics might be a little limited for a bit. It is hot and it's getting hotter. So this thing wants to overheat in the sun. We'll try and minimize that by keeping it in here, but it just means you get to see less of me doing this. Everything's gonna be all right. I think Bob Marley said that. Okay, I forgot everything I needed for this side over there. spring plate is broke off on this side too, so just stay out of the way when the door closes, guys. That's the biggest thing to know in this situation. Just get the heck out of the way, because it's closing. All right. I'm gonna put this together like I did on that side. Roll that time lapse, Sheila. Look at that. Good to go. That's that same clear coat crap. Just probably scrape it all off. This is all done. Now we can start throwing all this stuff in, but I'm gonna finish up that tailgate back there first. We gotta put in the strikers and the supports, and we're missing one of the bars, so we'll just put the cover on it for now. And I wanna try and get the chassis grounds put in, and so I can just hook up a battery and run the window up and down rather than putting on the power probe and stuff like that. So we can close this in. One of the strikers is missing the plastic, and I also am missing a bar that runs across the top and the latch or the handle here. So we're just going to put the bar through it so we can work one striker and leave the other one disconnected for now. Self-closing doors work. So let's finish up this tailgate, and then we can start cleaning out all this crap inside here and throw in the interior and then spray this bad boy down. It had a spoiler on it before. Where'd that go? All right, I have got to do something cooler to cool myself down. So I am going to go ahead and spray this whole thing off. I've already emptied it out. So we'll spray out the inside, not the dash, but spray out the inside, doors, windows, everything, and spray off the outside. And hopefully by then, this thing will have swung behind Coachman here, and we'll have more shade. So I am melting, literally melting. Well, that was nice while it lasted. It is just way too hot. Got it all shined up, looking good. Wipe down the wheels a little bit. Those things will come around with some Neverdull. That'll be nice. Beautiful, beautiful wheels. Paint's good on the truck. It's a little thin, but it's good. Got a lot accomplished in these last couple days. All the doors are set up, windows are in. She's closed in, ready to start working on the interior. Just not going to do it today. It's just way too hot for this. But I've had fun. I hope you have as well. Thank you for watching these last couple days. Check out the merchandise. This is the United We Stay on Stands shirt. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And again, thanks for watching. As always, have fun.